What do you like when it comes to talking to complete strangers? Are you really confident and outgoing? Or do you have social anxiety and retreat into a shell? Trust me, through my entire life, I've been all of the above. My current outgoing persona and confidence built up over time and is still building up. A lot of the times, the encounters can be really good. Yeah, but sometimes they can be unexpected. Hi everyone, it's your favourite neighbourhood magician Magi'Chris here. So over the years of being a magician, I've been brought in to perform at different types of events. Weddings, parties, bars, nightclubs, and they all have the same thing in common. I am brought in to perform for complete strangers. Which brings me to today's story. A few years ago, I was at a bar with a group of people who were really nice but quite boisterous. So I decided to take a moment just to leave their group and just enjoy my own company, walk around, just have a look at the bar. And that's when I decided randomly to give myself an unusual challenge. Here I was at a bar and I hadn't actually been hired to perform. Nobody else here knew that I was a magician. So I figured, for a personal challenge to see how much I can push my confidence and get myself out of my comfort zone just a little bit more, what if I randomly decided to approach a group of strangers, introduce myself, and perform magic for them? Challenge accepted. So, in a very subtle way, I started scoping, not in a creepy way. And I spotted a whole group of people that were students, and I figured they would be a really good group to approach because they seemed very outgoing. It's not the fact that they were a group of girls, but it's because they actually had a balloon, and that told me that they were celebrating someone's birthday. So that was my incentive, that was my way in. So, as soon as I decided on this group, without hesitation, I went over to the most approachable girl in the group, and I just talked to her like we had been friends for years. And I said to her, "Hey, whose birthday is it?" And she said, "Oh, it's my friend Becca, over there." So I looked and she's pointing to this redhead right across the other side of the table. So I say to her, "Oh cool, I'm a magician, do you reckon I should show her something for her birthday?" And she got excited and said, "Really? Oh, that'd be awesome! Oh, okay, Becca, Becca, Becca!" And she was shouting until the entire group, not just Becca, but her entire group of friends turned around and were just looking at me. So I knew that I would actually have to introduce myself really quickly, make my intentions known really quickly, otherwise I would come across as another guy at the bar who's maybe trying to hit on somebody in a group. Hey, guys, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it wasn't my intention. So I instantly waved and very quickly went round to the other side of the group, right next to Becca, and I introduced myself. "Hi Becca, I'm Chris, I just met your friend over there. I told her I'm a close-up magician, and she reckons I should show her something for your birthday. Is that cool?" And she said, "Yeah, alright." So we shook hands, and I noticed that there was a guy that was sat next to her. And this was clearly the boyfriend, and I wanted to show him respect as well, so I said hi to him. He didn't respond, but I held my hand out to him for a handshake, and I carried on talking to Becca, and after a while, I noticed that my hand was still out there. This guy had seen it, but he still hadn't taken the hand. I could tell that everybody else in the group noticed this as well, so I decided I wasn't exactly going to make this awkward. I would just kind of treat it lightheartedly and just said to him, with a smile on my face, "Come on man, don't leave me hanging." And this guy looked at me and he said, "I'm gonna leave you hanging." Right then, my inner monologue went something like this. "I didn't do anything to deserve that. Why did you have to go and do that? You want a confrontation with me, don't you? You've done this to other people. I can tell. You're really good at it. You want to start an argument with somebody, possibly turning into a really heated fight. You know, this is a kind of routine I have seen so many times, from different people, whether alcohol is involved or not, and I am sick of it. I've seen one or two friends have that, and I am completely sick of it. And I know that this is what you want, but guess what? You're not going to get it." But instead of getting edgy with him or insulting him, I kept the big smile on my face, and I shrugged, put my hand down, "Alrighty." And I just simply continued to talk to Becca. And the look on her face told me that she was open, she was okay to seeing some magic, but still just a little bit, rightly so, just cautious. So I ignored her boyfriend, but I just continued to show her just a very quick, simple effect I love to do. And her reaction was unbelievable. Her friends just loved it as well, and they really wanted to see more. In the corner of my eye, I saw her boyfriend's face just kind of go like... I did like 2 more little effects where I got her friends involved, and then I picked a certain point to say, Becca, I actually have to get back to my friends right now, but it was really nice meeting you, and I just hope that you have an awesome birthday tonight. Now, she was really beaming. She shook my hand, she thanked me a lot. All of her friends just said thank you, and they were really nice, they were all sweet, and it was such a good group. As I was walking away, I literally said to him, hey, try and smile tonight, it's good exercise. And he was starting to say to me, don't tell me what to do. But I completely drowned him out by saying, bye everyone, see you. And I just went back and just rejoined my group. 10 minutes later, I'm stood with my drink, just kind of chilling out with the group, and I feel somebody put their hand on my shoulder. So I turn and I see, yeah, Becca's boyfriend. He leaned in close and he said to me, could I just have a word with you for a sec? So I was like, okay. And this guy stood in front of me and then he said this to me. Now, at this bar, every time a guy comes to me for a handshake, he ends up making fun of me. All the guys do it, all the time here. Really? Yes. Every single time. So now I'm looking at this guy and I'm taking note of his general look. He had a little bit of a goth look, about him. And when he said to me what he said, I actually felt kind of bad for him, because knowing the kind of society we live in these days, people make fun of others for being different. And I find that a really sad thing. He continued to say to me, now when you first came to us, I didn't know what you were about, but you very quickly showed us what you're about. I don't know how you do what you do. I think it's amazing. I just felt like I wanted to come and say something because I didn't want to ruin your night. And then he held his hand out for a handshake. I reached down, I took his hand and smiled, and I said, you're a really good guy for doing this. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I just didn't really want to leave you on a downer. And I said, hey, look, don't worry about it, man. Just make sure your girlfriend has an awesome birthday. Have a great night, okay? Thanks, man. He went back to his group. It taught me a lot about what people are capable of. And it taught me that things can be different. What I'm trying to say is, think about breaking the routine. If someone is confrontational with you, and if they're gonna look bad, they're gonna do it to themselves. Be the bigger person, break the routine. Guys, thank you for listening to this story. Please be sure to like my Facebook page, Magi'Chris, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos, Twitter, Instagram, new story coming soon. I hope you're all well, and much love to you.